Well, greetings. I'm out here with the sun right in my face to bring you another installment of On the Porch with Pastor. I apologize, it's been a while since we've been able to be with you. Um, we've had some health issues that have precluded us from being with you, but we're feeling almost back to normal now, which should scare some of you. But without further ado, let's get on. We trust that you and yours are doing well. This installment is called simply Stuff. My grandpa comes to my house twice a year. I measure his well-being by how long it takes him to walk up the sidewalk. I've lived here 6 years and his walk time has doubled. That's not a good sign. He walks in, sits down, looks around, and says, "I love this house," though he never says why. Is it the furniture, the cream walls, the beige carpet? Who knows? Grandpa certainly isn't saying. But I know how he feels. I love my house too. It's the closets. Our house has lots of closets and two extra rooms we don't use except when we have company, which means we have a lot of space to store our stuff. I love stuff and have a lot of it, even though I'm a Quaker who believes in living simply. We have two couches, one love seat, and 15 chairs. 15 chairs may seem like a lot of chairs to you, but I sit in most of them once a day, except for the chair in the laundry room, which is covered with dryer lint. One of the chairs in my living room is more than 150 years old. Whenever we have guests, the heaviest person invariably gravitates toward it. I spend the whole visit on the edge of my chair, ready to leap forward and catch the person the moment the chair collapses in a heap. In addition to the 15 chairs inside, we have a porch swing, 3 lawn chairs, and 2 Adirondack chairs outside. That's so whenever I'm watching my wife do yard work, I'll have a comfortable place to sit. We have 3 kitchen tables, 4 end tables, 3 coffee tables, 2 desks, and a typing table we don't use anymore, plus a typewriter, 2 word processors, and more than 30 pens and pencils in the drawer to the left of the kitchen sink. On the off chance I'm struck with a thought, I want a writing surface and instrument close at hand. I also have a gardening table in the garage and a workshop table in the basement. Mostly they're covered with half-finished projects that I'm going to wrap up one of these days when I'm not so busy. I have 2 bicycles, though I can ride only one at a time. My wife and children have bikes too, except for Sam, who's only one. He rides with my wife. We all have helmets, which means we need shelves to store them on. I have 6 sets of shelves, 2 in the basement and 4 in the garage. They're full of half-empty paint cans. I have 18 of those. We have 3 sets of dishes, though we use only one. They're made by Corel. We've used them for 12 years and are sick and tired of them, but they're too nice to throw away. My aunt gave them to us on our wedding day. If I'd known we were going to be stuck with them this long, I wouldn't have sent her a thank you note. We have 11 lamps, 4 flashlights, 2 camping lanterns, and a kerosene lamp. Of the 4 flashlights, only one works, but one of my boys hid it, so when I need a flashlight, I use our piano lamp and a long extension cord. Plus, we have 2 boxes of candles and a book of matches from a funeral home. I don't think funeral homes ought to give matches away, since most people use them to light cigarettes. It's hard to believe funeral directors care for us as much as they claim to when they're passing out matchbooks right and left. Last time I saw my grandpa, he was talking about all the stuff he wants to give me when he dies. I hope he lives a long time, since I'm in no mood to move. As fun as it is to have all my stuff, it's also a real drag. I'm so busy tending my stuff, my soul gets dust covered. An old gospel hymn calls this being rich in things and poor in soul. The solution to this problem isn't to give all our stuff away. Then grandpa dies and we're back where we started. What we need to do is figure out why we want stuff to begin with. Mostly, it gets down to thinking it will make us happy. which it does, but only for a while. Then we need more stuff. As I see it, the only way out is death, or discipleship, which comes from the word discipline. At least that's what my dictionary says, and I should know since I have 5 of them. After taking inventory of Philip Gully's home, I think I can say I have probably more than my fair share of stuff as well, and if I had to guess, I'd say most of you friends do too. But I think he raises an interesting point. It's not that we need to give away all of our stuff necessarily and live in poverty, but I think we could all use a season of soul searching where we realize that stuff isn't where it's at. Um, I think that's probably, if there is a silver lining to COVID, that might be one of them, and that is that it's forced us to reevaluate what really matters to us. Um, I hope you know, if you're watching this, you matter, and it's not because of the stuff you possess or the stuff you can acquire for me or for your family or for your friends. You are intrinsically valued, friends, because you're created in the image of God. He loves you, and He's coming soon. So eyes to the skies.